Welcome back to USA News Hub, your trusted source for breaking stories, sports highlights, and the biggest updates from around the world. Stay tuned, because we bring you the news that matters, fast and fresh. Mackenzie McDonald vs. Omar Jasika, men's singles live scoreboard, Rolex Shanghai Masters 2025. The latest tennis clash between Mackenzie McDonald and Omar Jasika showcased a fascinating battle of styles, but ultimately it was McDonald who proved far too consistent, too sharp, and too composed, coming away with a convincing straight sets victory. From the opening serve, the difference in precision, consistency, and mental toughness was clear. McDonald entered the contest with confidence, and his serving numbers alone tell the story of how he dictated the flow of play. He produced a serve rating of 326, which is nearly 1.5 times greater than Jasika's 211. That numerical gap isn't just a statistic, it reflects the way McDonald dominated service games, keeping Jasika constantly under pressure and rarely giving him a look at easy opportunities. Let's talk about the first serve, which is often the foundation of a player's game. McDonald landed a remarkable 78% of his first serves. Out of the 46 he hit, 36 found the target. That level of consistency not only allowed him to start rallies on the front foot, but also put Jasika on the defensive right away. By comparison, Jasika struggled to find that same rhythm, landing only 65% of first serves, with 41 in out of 63 attempts. The disparity became even clearer when looking at how many points were won behind the first serve. McDonald captured 27 of 36 points when his first serve landed, which equals 75% success. Jasika, on the other hand, only managed 59%, winning 24 out of 41. At the highest levels of tennis, every small percentage difference matters, and this gap was large enough to tilt the balance heavily in McDonald's favor. The second serve battle was even more lopsided. McDonald stayed solid, winning 70% of his second serve points, 7 out of 10. Jasika, however, fell well below par, winning just 36% of his second serve points, converting 8 out of 22. This stat underlines the pressure he was constantly under. McDonald was reading the second serve well, stepping in, and taking control of rallies early. When it came to defending his own serve, McDonald showed nerves of steel. He faced just 2 break points throughout the entire match, and impressively saved both. Jasika, however, was in danger far more often. He faced 6 break points and could only save 4. McDonald converted 4 of his 6 chances, and that clinical finishing touch meant Jasika was never able to find sustained momentum. On the return side of things, McDonald was simply in another league. He registered a return rating of 222, compared to Jasika's 55. To put that in context, McDonald won 41% of points on Jasika's first serve, which is unusually high considering the first serve is typically the strongest shot in a player's arsenal. Even more impressively, he won 64% of points on Jasika's second serve, constantly punishing any delivery that lacked pace or placement. By contrast, Jasika's returning was far less effective. He managed just 25% of points on McDonald's first serve and 30% on the second serve. That simply wasn't enough to trouble McDonald, who held serve comfortably and controlled the pace of the match. One of the most telling stats came in total points won. McDonald claimed 65 points in total, while Jasika managed just 44. That translates to 60% of all points going McDonald's way, a clear indication of dominance across every department: serving, returning, rally play, and mental composure. Interestingly, this was not a match filled with flashy winners or highlight reel shots. In fact, both players recorded 0 winners and 0 unforced errors officially tracked, which suggests the contest was decided by consistency, pressure, and rally control rather than outright shot-making brilliance. McDonald didn't need to go for too much. His serve and return patterns were enough to dismantle Jasika's rhythm. The serve speeds also tell an intriguing part of the story. McDonald's fastest serve was clocked at 202 km per hour, or 125 miles per hour, showcasing his ability to generate real pace. His average first serve speed was 184 km per hour, 114 miles per hour, with a second serve average of 166 km per hour, 103 miles per hour. Those numbers reflect both power and smart variation, keeping Jasika guessing throughout. Jasika's serve, while solid, simply didn't match up. His maximum serve speed was 183 km per hour, 113 miles per hour, and his averages were lower, 153 kilometers per hour, 95 miles per hour, on the first serve and 149 kilometers per hour, 92 miles per hour, on the second. Against a returner of McDonald's caliber, those speeds weren't enough to consistently win free points. Breaking down the flow of the match, the narrative is clear. McDonald started strong, established early control with his serve, and then steadily wore down his opponent in return games. Jasika had flashes of resistance, but the numbers reveal that he was always chasing. He failed to convert either of the 2 break chances he earned, which could have shifted momentum, while McDonald capitalized when it mattered most. The psychological side of the match can't be ignored either. For a player like Jasika, facing an opponent who holds serve so comfortably creates constant pressure. Every service game becomes a survival exercise, knowing that one slip-up could mean the set is gone. McDonald, on the other hand, played with freedom, swinging through his shots with confidence because he knew his serve was backing him up. From a broader perspective, this match highlights McDonald's evolution as a complete player. He has always had solid baseline skills, but here he demonstrated that his serve and return games can work in tandem to suffocate an opponent. This type of performance sends a message to future challengers: if you don't bring your very best serving day against him, you're going to be in trouble. For Jasika, the numbers will make for difficult reading. While he managed to match McDonald in aces, both struck 5 during the match. His inability to sustain consistency on second serve and his struggles on return ultimately left him exposed. If he is to compete at this level more consistently, tightening up the serve will be a major priority. In conclusion, this was a match defined not by fireworks, but by efficiency and relentless pressure. Mackenzie McDonald did everything right: served well, returned aggressively, took his chances, and played with composure in key moments. Omar Jasika showed glimpses of quality, but over the course of 8 service games and 8 return games, he simply could not match McDonald's consistency and mental strength. The final numbers speak loudly: 65 points to 44, 60% of the match in McDonald's hands, for breaks of serve to 0, and a flawless record on breakpoint saves. This is the kind of performance that builds confidence heading into bigger challenges. McDonald didn't just win, he controlled, dictated, and delivered a statement victory. McDonald's serve was the big difference. He registered a serve rating of 326 compared to Jasika's 211, landing 78% of first serves and winning 75% of those points. On the second serve, he remained solid, capturing 70% of points, far ahead of Jasika's 36%. Thank you for watching USA News Hub. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss our latest news stories.